Oh, excuse me. Some gas coming out. Some waste coming out. You know. And maybe it has to do with, the topic of this reading. I just heard that there was another melanated person who was killed due to the negligence of police. And I was in the middle of listening to this spiritual advisor, tarot reader, aka tarot reader. I was listening to her discuss it, and so I have a few decks out here. I've never have really done a reading in regards to what things going on in the world. So this will be something new-ish. But I wanted to see what messages come out in regards to this. So divine forces of unconditional love, light, peace, wealth, health, prosperity, and everything good, lovely, and wonderful. Give me some insight on this situation with the young lady that passed. You know what reading I just saw. I think even the lady in the reading wasn't really sure of the lady's name, but she said she think it was Brianna Greer. So I'm seeing the anxiety card. I see the trust card. It says trust in your intuition and what you're feeling, sensing, seeing, or experiencing. And definitely she was talking about how these the powers that were are afraid of the melanated woman, afraid of her rising in her spiritual growth, and that they weren't, wow, and look, the growth card is on the bottom of the deck here. And underneath that is illumination. They are afraid of our illumination. The elevation, the spiritual ascension, because, for centuries they have dulled our spiritual connection with this false God that they gave us within Christianity. They took us out of our natural traditions of honoring nature, And if you look at this card here, it does have a little plant on it or whatever. But, our traditions and things had to do with, honoring nature. They're trying to block the abundance overflow, that natural connection that we have with spirit, that self-replenishing energy of love. It's like, but that's the thing. They don't understand that we have now connected back to our, ancestors, to our spiritual power. The spirit realm has more power than the physical. Everything starts in the spirit before it becomes physical. So that's the most powerful. And they didn't want us to get back connected to source because, they know that we will be overflowing. They know that, in the past, they could knock us down and we would stay down because we didn't have the tools that we needed. And look, I'm saying, oh yeah, we just had a storm. The winds were blowing really hard. I was trying to go to the drum circle, but as soon as I was about to leave, this storm just came rushing, winds just blowing hard to where I've never had to really put something in front of my face to block debris from, hitting me in the face. And, it just started raining like crazy. Not only that, the car, as I was trying to leave, it cut off on me, and the car has never cut off, you know. So I feel like Spirit wanted me to definitely not go to wherever I was trying to go to, and possibly it was meant for me to, I needed to do some work here, listen to that reading, get some inspiration, and, so on and so forth. So, and I definitely thought of Oya when those winds were going, because, Oya is the Orisha in which the storm character. A lot of people feel that the storm character was inspired by Oya, And then we have the thunder and the rain. That's Shango, warrior. You know what I'm saying? Oya is the divine feminine warrior energy. The other divine feminine energies of the Ifa tradition, Oshun and Yemoja, they're more of the loving energy. And as you saw, these cards just kind of flew out. We have Archangel Michael, which is another warrior. So we definitely possibly need to call in his energy, because there's some unfair stuff going on that's creating conflict. The powers that were are doing some dumbass shit. Then we have GQW. There could be some people whose name has these initials in it that has something to do with this injustice that is going on with melanated women and just melanated people. And then I'm seeing this GW, George W. So he may have something to do with it, But these powers, the powers that were, they see this beautiful new reality that is opening with, melanated people getting back in tune with their ancestors. And it says to enter, release attachment to the past. Exactly. That's why they're trying to research this fear, because the stuff they're doing now is not much different from what they did back in the day. They put it on display when they hung a melanated person. And now the way they put it on display is by putting it on social media. We cannot allow this injustice to keep going and to keep moving forward. We need to become aware of what's going on and do the spiritual work that we need to do. We need to write out our intentions. We need to decree and declare righteous justice to be, brought down on these wicked people. You can create your own, you can create your own, what do we call it? Petition, write it down and burn it, use that fire, use the element of fire to burn that paper, and the smoke to go, allow that smoke to go into the air. We're using the earth element. We're engaging the element of earth as well by writing on paper, because paper comes from trees, and then as it burns, it goes into the air. We're using that the air element by sending that smoke into the air. The water element can be us putting our emotions, because water can represent in the spiritual in spiritual practices, water emotions are represented by cups, so that could be the water element. We need to, when it comes to manifesting, we definitely need to engage all of the elements so that things, it's just a proper process, I feel, when it comes to, manifesting or, anything spiritual, is to engage nature. Like I said, the elements. Look at that. First card out is nature. Do you hear me? It says reconnect with nature, feel the sun on your skin, walk barefoot on the grass. Like we have lost that passion. Passion just came out. Passion for nature, that passion for our traditions that brought us here. And we need to affirm our power. We need to affirm our ancestors. We need to affirm as the spiritual aspect of our lives. We have soulmates here. And it says soulmates are important people who teach you life lessons. They can be friends, lovers, and family members. And we have here wait. It says time to think about the matter at hand. Don't be tempted to rush. And then we have heal. It says you have the natural gift for healing through your hands, words, or actions. So we're putting our words, we're putting the actions in, we're putting all of these things to work. Our hands and writing out the petition, our words and speaking, we're writing our words down, and the action of burning it to affirm, because you see the heal card is underneath the affirm, to affirm, what it is, to affirm justice, righteous justice on this unfair treatment, on these people creating conflict. Also, again, we can engage Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is in the atmosphere. He is a protector as well. Bottom of the deck, abundance. Again, like I said, this beautiful new reality of abundance is opening to us, but they want us to block ourselves to prevent our movement. I just saw the movement card, and there you go. To prevent us from moving past this conflict that they're trying to create and have been creating for generations. But there's a lot of people who are breaking generational curses, and we need to break this divide that we have between the melanated woman and man. That's why I get so, irked by these men, that's pushing forth these narratives that aren't benefiting anyone. I can understand you making a statement, but they make statements that aren't beneficial. They aren't helping anything. And karma is going to get that ass. The divine feminine, the council of mothers are going to, get these melanated men who are not, walking in integrity. It's like you shouldn't be operating out of emotions like a female. They're too much in their feminine energy, and they need to find that balance. And the same thing for, women. We need to find our balance as well, because I feel like, a lot of women have been operating in their masculine energy, but we have lost the essence of divine femininity, which is that connection to spirit. Women are more connected to spirit. We're here to get the intuition and those nudges, and to help, and give those messages to our men to help, protect them, to keep them from, nah, I don't feel good about you going to this spot, or this person is something ain't right about them. You know what I'm saying? That is what we're here to do. That's one of our gifts as a feminine person in the physical, but also, spiritually. All right. And look at that anxiety on the bottom of the deck. We saw that as we were shuffling. So I want to kind of shift things around a bit here. We're going to put those there and move everything up, because I want this space down here. All right, so we have the ghost card come out. And then we have space, which is, the void, the nothingness. There's opportunity for us to create. Opportunity for us to create a new beginning, like this card said, because again, look, a beautiful new reality is opening, okay? But to enter it, we need to release attachment to the past. We need to release that bound energy that we've been in. We need to release that survival mode. We need to release the fear, and we need to operate in love and and sweetness, because we have the sweetness card here. We need to affirm sweetness in our lives. We definitely need to, decree and declare and cast out, darkness, and to call for, righteous justice to be had on these wicked people. But we definitely also need to make sure we are gentle on ourselves. We need to learn to love ourselves, because they have taught us for so long, to not love ourselves, to not value ourselves. And we did that because we, was too worried and in tuned and, feeling unworthy because of how they treated us, because of, the systemic racism. Like deep down within us, we don't feel worthy, the melanated people, because we've been lied to all of our lives, with everything. Everything has been a lie, So we have the ghost card. It says, and this basically says, ghost from the past has been paying a visit, something unresolved, repressed, or a person or situation from the past is coming back up. Pay attention to your emotions and to the emotions that come up. What is it here to teach you? Right? So again, like you said, this situation of jealousy from, non-melanated people, or, I would say white people, because white people may have a little bit of melanin in them. But this is just that old shit trying to rear its ugly head again. So we need to pay attention to our emotions. This channel, we know what is going on. We know about the injustice, but this channel is Empower You, Wellness, and Tarot. Okay, so this message is for the melanated people who may be feeling, defeated. Spirit wants you, if you start to feel those energies of fear and defeat come up again, Spirit wants you to go into nature. Nature is one of the most powerful healers. Don't allow anything to keep you from going out there. It says, feel the sun on your skin and walk barefoot on the grass. Okay? Go out into nature and pray. Also, again, we're going to do our rituals that to heal, because it says to heal. There's healing there. We have a natural gift for healing through our hands, words, or actions, but we're claiming and affirming healing, through all of these avenues, because they all have to do with the elements, the nature. So again, we're going to write out our intentions. We're going to affirm the sweetness and the love in this land. That's what we need to focus on. Like I said, we're in this void. And this is coming out, the space card is coming out underneath passion. We need to focus on what we want to create, not, on the negative that's in front of us. Because we know what the bullshit is. But according to universal laws, and one of those laws is the law of attraction, we need to focus on what we want. We need to be in the energy of what we want in order to manifest that in and to attract that into us. So we can spend a little time, decreeing and declaring, righteous judgment on, these unfair beings that are creating conflict, call in Archangel Michael. But we need to focus on the fact that, again, we are in a beautiful new reality. It's opening. A beautiful new reality is opening. And to enter it, we need to release the attachment to the past. We need to release that fear of the past. We need to release feeling that defeated feeling. So one of the tools Spirit is asking us to, tap into is nature. Go outside in nature. Feel the sun on your skin. Walk barefoot in the grass if there's no sun outside or whatever. We need to call in this abundance. We need to overcome this anxiety and lack mentality and use our creative power, our creative passions to create and manifest the life that we want. So I'm going to put this down here. There was something I wanted to use the tarot for. Not really sure right now. But underneath this space, the passion and space card, we have weight and then this rejection card. So Spirit wants us to really take time to think about what we want to draw in, what we want to manifest. And it just came to me because I was wondering what the soulmate and love energy was about. But I did mention before, earlier in this reading, in this video, about the melanated man and woman and how there's a lot of separation, And so that's something else we need to write in our petition as well, that the relationship between the melanated man and woman is healed. Underneath the soulmate cards, we have love. It says, where and how is love manifesting in your life? How can you embrace it? Okay, so our soulmates with this ghost energy, it's like we need to revisit what has separated us, and it had, low key, it's the systemic racism. It's, this, this government, this system, the indoctrination, even when it comes to the Bible and how they removed a lot of feminine energy in it. I was just talking to someone the other day that, originally this was a matriarch, the deities that were worshipped were of the feminine, energy, the divine feminine, Sekhmet, Aset, and so many others, Kylie, there's so many, Beset, a lot of feminine energies that the energy is the most powerful. Every human being starts out feminine, and then a mutation happens, and then a male is created or generated. You know what I'm saying? So everything is feminine first, and then things shifts. So Spirit wants us to not act out of passion when it comes to, the relationship between the man and the woman. I feel like that disconnect is what is allowing these negative forces to come in, allowing these, allowing the powers that were to feel they have, to give them the gall to come in and not be afraid. The masculine, the melanated man and woman, we need to come together, because that is what's going to give us that energy that we need to fight. I feel, When it comes, we have this passion, we have this space, we have weight and rejection. We need to ground ourselves and not act out of emotion. When it comes to the injustices that go on, we have to understand that everything happens for a reason, and that any life that is lost, it is not in vain. It is here to teach us a life lesson, with this soulmate energy. Our sister that has passed, we're not going to allow her life to be in vain. We're going to allow this situation and all of the other ancestors, people who have passed, we're not going to allow their life to be in vain by getting blinded and distracted by emotions, by passion. We're going to, allow ourselves to ground our energy in this space, in this beautiful new reality, and not react in the same way, because doing the same thing over and over is insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and not getting, and expecting different results. We can't act in the way that we did before. And I know this may be hard, but I feel like Spirit is asking us to walk in love, and to surrender the situation over to the spirit realm. Archangel Michael, Anubis, Horus, Osiris, Shango, Sekhmet, whatever goddesses or gods of, war that call them in and allow them to fight for you. Our fighting is done in the ethereal realm. Our fighting is done in the spiritual realm. They want to ignite our ego to fight in this physical because this is their realm. They fight in the physical. They don't have the spiritual power and access and, union that we have. These evil people. I'm not saying all white people don't have that connection, but these reptilians, some people might call them reptilians, they don't have that. So if they can call you out of your nature, they can call you out of your power, which is in the spiritual realm, to fight them, there's a possibility that they can win. It's not about us going and marching and protesting and begging them to rewrite laws in our favor, just like, the other lady was speaking. It's time for us to stand in our power and fight spiritually, to make sure that we don't lose, and make sure that we don't become jaded by the little games that they play, because we know that energy cannot be created or destroyed. That young lady is not gone, she's not in this physical realm anymore, but we know that she isn't gone. She has just transitioned, in this in the spirituality. It's believed that we come into this physical realm with a contract. It has already been written out what we come here to do. So we can't doubt God and his plan, because there isn't any mistakes. There is no coincidences. It was all written. So we can't doubt God, source, the universe. If she wasn't meant to pass, she wouldn't have passed. So we need to give thanks for her life. We need to focus on the lessons. That's how her life cannot be in vain, is that we focus on the lessons and not repeat, past mistakes. In the Christian way, we didn't use the elements to affirm our prayers. We didn't, use our hands to write it down. We didn't use the element of fire and that passion and energy and that action to burn those papers, to send that healing energy and smoke into the air. We didn't do that. We just prayed to, a false God. And then we used the word Lord. Lord is another word for white man. At the end of the day, Lord is if you look up the definition of Lord, it's a person. It's not a spiritual being. It has nothing to do with spirituality. So, Lord God. We gave the white man divinity by using Lord God. Ain't no Lord, and he ain't Lord over your life. Some random other white person or some random other person, they're not Lord God. If anything, you are Lord God over your life. So we have here, stop forcing it, temper tantrum. The powers that were, they throwing a temper tantrum, and now they're trying to force their power on us again in the same old way. They don't have they don't have any new tricks, because they can't fight in this way, in this manner. Spiritually, they can't fight spiritually. Look at that. All this that they're doing is for show and for clout, to kind of put you, look at that root chakra. The root chakra has to do with security, to make you feel insecure. You know what I'm saying? So root chakra cleanse. Put your hand on your root chakra, which is right at the base of your spine, the tail of your spine. Put your hand over it. Send loving energy to it. Affirm confidence in healing to that root chakra. The root chakra is red, so imagine vibrant red light streaming, flowing into that root chakra, pushing out any negative, stagnant, dull red light, red energy that's in the root chakra, forcing it out, send that healing energy there. Really tune into that root chakra and feel what emotions that may arise, or what messages may arise as you do this root chakra cleanse. And you can continue this after the reading, but let's just kind of spend a little time here in the root chakra. Allow this sound energy, send this sound energy to help cleanse and clear out that root chakra as well. I don't know how much time I have on this, on my recording here. Bottom of the deck is like-minded people, though. So we need to surround ourselves with like-minded people. But also connect with like-minded people, even if it's spiritually. So as we do this, work together, it's like we're connected. We're like-minded. And if there's one or two, that's all you need. One or two present. And we can make things move and make things happen. Look, ancestors are proud of you. Okay? So don't walk in hate. We need to walk in love. And we know that the ancestors, are with us. Oshun, this Oshun energy is coming out underneath the love. And Oshun is is all about love and sweetness, you know, to know that there's more to life. We need to come out of this trance that they have had us in, and being okay with being in poverty, and the poverty that they forced onto us with these, with this systemic racism. We need to affirm our power, not in the way that they did with fear. We don't have to walk like that. We don't have to operate like that. That's not natural to us. But now that, you know, all we need to do is be aware of it so that we can, you know, write down, you know what I'm saying, the right intentions, so that we can, you know, when we're aware of it, we can flip it. And now that we have the knowledge now, we know what tricks that they're playing. Now we just need to affirm with confidence and know that Spirit is going to handle this. Spirit is going to handle them. So continue to operate in love and light and integrity, knowing that our sister's soul is, you know, at rest, but also our sister's soul may be up there. You know, we gotta ask. We gotta ask. Spirit can only intervene when we ask. That's the knowledge that we need to know. We need to ask through our petitions, writing it down, and, you know, putting that fire, that burn, that passion to it. Okay, so it's more to life. It says Oshun helps us to embody all of the sweetness. And remember, the sweetness card is here underneath the Affirm. You know, the Affirm card says create your own affirmations. Think of words or phrases that inspire you and write them down. Okay, so we may need to write 2 petitions. One for, you know, righteous judgment to be had, decree and declaring the destroying of the powers that were in that old way of fear mongering and keeping us in survival mode. However you want to word it. I'm not really good at writing intentions, but Shavi Zane, I think it's not S, but CHHAVIZANE. That's the reading that I was watching before I did this one. And I didn't even finish it. I stopped in the middle, probably like the middle of it. She's really good at creating petitions. So go to her channel and write down that petition, you know, and for us to help demolish and to call down righteous judgment on the BS, this unfair and treatment and these people creating conflict. She's going to have that. But make sure you write another petition after that to, you know, clear out the negative energies. Because again, according to the law of attraction, what energy and vibration that you're on is what you're going to attract. So we need to, you know, put that out there and get that out of our system, and then get back into the love and the sweetness so that we can call that into our being. We can call that into this beautiful new reality that is open, you know. But it says, again, to enter, we must release attachment to the past. So that Shavi Zane petition is us releasing attachment to the past. And then we're going to write another petition and burn it and send it into the atmosphere, into the universe, to bring in this beautiful new reality of love, of sweetness, and of confidence, of healing, you know, of affirming our passions and affirming our connections to nature, and affirming the soulmate energy, and that affirming that connection between the melanated feminine and masculine, to heal that. Okay. And we can call in Oshun when we write that petition. You know, we can call on Archangel for the petition to release attachments to the past and to call in righteous judgment. But then we need to tune our energy into Mama Oshun here to embody all the sweetness and beauty, all the sweetness, beauty, and love that we may be leaving out of our thought process because of all of this frustration. Like, we've been in that energy long enough. It's not doing us any good. So we need to wait, really deal with these emotions, and reject that past way, reject that attachment to the past, reject the fear that they are trying to push on us, reject that survival mode that they're trying to put us in, to reject that low vibration. We need to reject that and to affirm sweetness in life. There's magic in life. There's always love and magic to be found. You just got to look for it. But they want to distract us and to make us not look for the love and the sweetness in life. But that is how we heal. That is how we walk in confidence, that root chakra, to be more secure in our life, is to know and affirm that sweetness, to know that our ancestors and our spirit guides guide us and will protect us. Oshun is all things that make life worth living. She's the mistress of dance, magic, and laughter. So after you put those petitions forward and burn them, you make sure you come back and you have a praise party. You come back and you praise the abundance that spirit is bringing in. You praise the healing from the anxiety. You praise the healing of the divine masculine, the divine melanated, divine masculine, the divine feminine. You come and praise that, even though there's no evidence in front of you. You come back and you praise and thank and give gratitude and thanks for your prayers being answered. Because as soon as you ask for it, excuse me, as soon as you ask for it and put the actions for it, because, what it say, faith without works is dead. We got to have the faith and we need to do the work, which is the petitions, using the elements, using nature. That's the work, using nature and the elements with the petitions, and however other way that you can think. But definitely, I feel like it'll be powerful for us to use those petitions, use the petitions. And then, if you have the ashes, like I usually burn things in like a little metal bowl or a crystal bowl or whatever, a granite bowl. And then the ashes, I would even bury them into the earth, so that Mother Earth can transmute that energy into, transmute the darkness into light. Look at that grace. We need to walk in grace, Look at that spiritual lesson coming out underneath this soulmate energy, which speaks about life lessons. Soulmates are important people who teach us life lessons. So maybe this is our sister teaching us this life lesson. We cannot allow her life to be in vain. And we can't continue to keep doing the stuff that we did in the past, We need to release that attachment to the past. We fell asleep and we forgot our ways. It was forced on us to forget our ways, And some people may say, well, why did you fall asleep in the first time? That was the first time we ever encountered such, evil. So when those, colonizers came over, we tried to treat them with love. We didn't know that type of, manipulation and negativity. We tried to treat them in love, but, it was just something that, we had to go through. And if you study, history, there's been the rise and fall of men over and over, but that's just the way this realm works. It works in duality. It's a cycle, But the thing is, and it's just like even in your own personal life, you got your ups and downs. But if you do the work, each time you go to the next cycle, the next level, the more you ascend each time. But the only way you can ascend is if you do the work. If you don't do the work, you're just going to stay in that cycle. But if you do the work, and you go to the next level, yes, there's going to be new demons, but at the same time, you can still take all of the wisdom that you learned from that previous cycle to the next cycle, and then you're going to expand on it when you're here. But the thing is, you learn tools while you were here. You learn tools, and you can apply those tools. You can exercise those tools, those muscles, and strengthen them. And you're just going to continue to get stronger and stronger if you do the work and not get stuck on that hamster wheel. So call in, like-minded people, So let's get some cards to clarify this passion, space, rejection, and weight energy. Don't be tempted to rush into getting frustrated and sad and being in that low vibrational energy. That's what we did in the past. It's time for us to be smarter. Like it says, I outsmart everyone, but you outsmarted me. Like I said, we got to do things differently. And in us operating in our in the ways of our ancestors, but bringing some of this present energy into it, because we have a lot of knowledge. Things are different, you know what I'm saying? But so it's the integration of traditional with new age information that we have. They in the past they outsmarted everyone, but we're working to we're about to outsmart them. So we have get a massage. Spirit just wants you to do the spiritual work. Massages helps to relax you. Massages detox you. So this may not, just like when it comes to tarot, like it may not, you may get the Queen of Wands in a reading for a man, but it's not about the gender, it's about the energy of it. It's not about the physical aspect of the card, but the energy of it. So the energy of this get a massage card is to relax, to not get stressed out. Massages help to reduce stress. Massages helps to release feel-good hormones, endorphins, dopamine and oxytocin. So we need to do those things that bring us joy in this time. What they want is to put us in a low vibrational energy. We have to reject this rejection card. We have to reject getting into that energy of anger and frustration. Spirit knows, Spirit got us. What we need to do is the work, write it out, meditate on it. I really don't want you to meditate on that low vibrational energy too long. I want you to write it out. You can meditate when you're writing it out and really put that passion into that and calling forth the righteous judgment, burn that and let it go and release it. Release attachment to that once you burn it. And then I want you to get into that energy of love and joy, of integrity. And that's the energy I want you to stay in the high vibing energy, so that we can call in more high vibing, call more high vibing things unto us, to remove that, to let go of that heavy burden, that weight, so that we can hear from Spirit and be more subtle, not get out of the heavy energy into a more subtle energy, so that we can be guided, so that we can hear the guidance, so that we can see and pay attention to the omens and signs that are given to us, just like maybe, like I was saying before, when I was trying to go somewhere, the rain and all of that, pay attention to those signs and sit down and be still, if that's what it's calling for, And we have Shaktipat. And we do have the grace card, and this speaks of grace as well. The Shaktipat is the transmission of grace, enlightening gift of mastery. I even wrote Eshu in the corner here, which is a Risha as well of the crossroads. So it's about, we're at a crossroads and we don't know what direction to take. We need to call in Eshu. so that he can guide us on which way to go. Eshu is, really good in those times where, you have to make a decision when a decision is kind of left up to chance in a way. Okay, so, and also Eshu should be honored before you honor any other guide or goddess, no matter of what diaspora. Eshu should be acknowledged because he opens up, the pathways. So, but Spirit is calling in for a transmission of grace. Give grace to yourself. Give grace to yourself as you step into the unknown, as we do something different. As I look at this bottom of the deck card, it says, let go of known worlds and reach for the unfamiliar. Walking in love may be an unfamiliar space, an unfamiliar world, writing it down, grounding your energy and letting it go may be an unfamiliar world. A lot of us like to be mad. They feel like that does them justice in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I just want to be mad. That's stupid. It's a waste of time. And it goes against your natural order and the way that you run and operate. Love is the natural order and way of living. It said it's liberating and unsettling, but it is meant to be. Ooh. It may be unsettling to walk in love and to give grace. It may be unsettling, but it is liberating and it is meant to be. I feel like that is what our ancestors want us to know and to understand. It's okay to be angry. Write it out. Get it out. Let it flow in and flow up right on out of you. Then release it to spirit where it's supposed to be. And you get back grounded into that energy of love because it's liberating. It may be unfamiliar, but they are calling us to let go of the known worlds. Don't do what you would usually do. It's time to reach for the unfamiliar. So back to this. Shaktipat. Shaktipat. Maybe you can write this down on one of your petitions. But this word, it means a transmission of grace. Enlightening gift of mastery. We need help to be enlightened, to master these emotions that may be rising up at this time from this ghost, this energy, coming back around that is unresolved or repressed. We need that transmission of grace. We need to be enlightened about what it is so that we can heal it. It says, the Shaktipat empowers you to instinctively seek conducive environments rather than damaging ourselves trying to adapt to an external situation or societal values. Okay? So that we don't need to adapt to the society, to this society. We need to instinctively seek conducive environments rather than damaging ourselves trying to figure this shit out. No. A conducive environment is one of love. One of, learning the lessons and doing the work. One of sweetness. We need to affirm the sweetness in this world, in this realm. Yeah, we know there's negativity and there's evil, but we need to affirm the sweetness and be confident that love can heal. Again, we're not being blind to the negativity. We're dealing with that, but we're not allowing that. We're not allowing ourselves to stay in ego and to keep pushing forward that narrative. We're turning that energy around. We're transmuting that darkness into light. It's a difference. Come on. That's what it is. We're transmuting that darkness into light. The more evil they go, and when we do this work, the more powerful they make us. Because we're going to transmute that shit. And it's not going to affect us. They're going to worry themselves out and tire themselves out and keep fucking themselves up because they're just bringing more and more bad karma onto themselves. But we're transmuters over here. We're alchemists over here. We're not stooping to their levels. We're not damaging ourselves by trying to adapt to external situations and societal values. We're not stooping to their level. Sacral chakra. So that's the low to mid back. That's right above the root chakra, you know, and the color of the sacral chakra is orange. So put your hands on that sacrum and send loving energy, loving, orange, vibrant energy to that sacral chakra to clear out any shame or any guilt that may be there. Those are the emotions that can be tied to the sacral chakra. We need to send healing energy, healing, vibrant orange light into that sacral chakra. Sending vibrant orange light into that sacral chakra that is forcing out and pushing out all of that dull, negative energy. Cleansing it. Being in tune with your body and what you feel as you're sending this loving energy to the sacrum. What messages do you feel? You're free. You're free. We're purifying ourselves. We're purifying our energy. And we're calling back our power. You know, those lower three chakras, root, sacral, and the solar plexus, all have to deal with confidence. Let's go ahead and do some solar plexus work. Just move the hand a few inches up on your back and, you know, parallel to where the navel is. And let's send some vibrant yellow light. Yes, yes, yes. To the solar plexus chakra. Vibrant yellow light. Sending it to that solar plexus, pushing out all stagnant and dull energy that prevent us from walking in our power, that prevent us, we're casting out, we're decreeing and declaring that negative energy destroyed, that stagnant energy broken up and transmuted into vibrant yellow light in that solar plexus chakra. And we're calling back our power. We've done, if you did those things with me, we've done healing work on those three lower chakras, which has to do with personal power, security, confidence, and releasing guilt and shame. And remember, these are practices that we need to do on a consistent basis because we're constantly going through things and we need to recharge sometimes, you know? Oh my, stop playing with me. Solar plexus chakra cleanse. We did that. We was already in that. We was already in it. We was already in it. We was already in it. Sage yourself. Okay? So get you some sage. Y'all gonna make me get up. I don't know where my sage. Oh my gosh. The surge of energy that just came up when that solar plexus chakra cleanse card came out. I'm gonna be back. Let me go get my sage. Oh. I forgot I still had my mic attached to me. So let me just adjust that, put that right there. And I have a solar plexus chakra bowl here, so I might as well, get some of this energy here while get us some sage burning a little bit. How the hell? All right, so we're saging. Imagine this sage enveloping your aura, enveloping your body. Imagine it going around your head, your crown chakra. Imagine sending this sage and down around your neck, around your shoulders. That is going underneath the arm. This is how you kind of sage yourself as well when you have your own sage. Sage your arms, your hand. Imagine the sage going around your chest. Excuse me, your other arm and hand. I keep burping, but that's just waste coming up, Better out than in. It's like a fart. Better out than in. Getting that gas out. So we cleansing. My boy, we cleansing. All right, send that sage around your chest, your abdomen, your hips. Imagine the smoke going around your pelvic area, that root chakra, solar plexus, sacrum, like going down your thighs, surrounding your thighs and your legs and your feet. And we're saging your whole body, saging yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and continue with this. Let's go into this last row of cards. The Affirm, sweetness, heal, and confidence. We need to, once we do the work, which is, the main part of it is not allowing this to frustrate us and to put us in the energy of anxiety, but instead allowing it to help us to tap into our creativity. It's going to help us to bring in new ideas and projects, new ideas and ways to call back our power, to overcome the sadness, to overcome the anger, and to help us to build our trust again back in our spiritual connection and guidance, and to walk in love. You see the heart right there in the middle, to walk in love and to be determined. Be determined to cleanse ourselves from this low vibrational energy. To not rush, to honor our intuition, to honor our divinity. Okay, I don't know how. I think that's where that was. Because we have the caution card. Don't rush into things. Don't rush into this passion and being anger, but remembering to surrender. And then the death card was in reverse. This is a rebirth. This is a time of rebirth. So don't be afraid to be in this isolated, in this solitude energy, because this is where we're building up that energy. We're building up our energy to overcome fear and to build peace because that's where we're going to be able to grow and to find that illumination, to get that illumination, that enlightenment. Underneath that is balance, to gain that balance again. And look, bottom of the deck, people mad. They hate your healing. The powers that were, they hate that you're healing, that you're gaining your confidence. Heal and confidence, right? They hate it. They hate that they can't pull you down in that low vibrational energy. That's how you truly fight. It's when people pick, but it don't affect you because you're wise to their ways and the shit that they do. But you're also wise to the fact that you're covered and you're protected. Look at that. You've taken back your power. Now I'm withering. Ain't that what the fuck I just said? They can't bother you. They can't fuck with you anymore. When you walk in this energy and you wait and you really temper yourself and you gather your bearings and move in a confident way, powerful way, when you walk in your power, they can't fuck with you. You've taken back your power. Now I'm withering. Look at that. It is motherfucking done. You hear me? It is done. Be still. Set intentions. Write your petitions. Because the pathway is being cleared. Issue energy. Blessings are going to unfold. So just rest. Be in the energy of peace. And know that you successfully completed the work. Hell, even if you did just the things that we did with the chakra cleansing, that may be enough. But I say still go the extra mile and write the petitions and stuff. I still say let's do that. Being too hard on yourself. This is going to help us to not be so hard on ourselves because it's not our fault. We've been deceived for generations to feel that we are powerless. But we're taking accountability for that. We're taking accountability because we allowed ourselves to be asleep. We didn't do the work. We didn't go seek the knowledge and do the research. But a lot of us have, and we've taken accountability, and we understand that on certain levels, no matter how hard it is to hear that, we brought a lot of that onto ourselves. You know, because we allowed ourselves to fall asleep and to not to believe in ourselves. A lot of the grace that needs to be given is to our own selves so that we can learn this spiritual lesson. To walk in love. And when we do that, Spirit will provide support needed or required for your soul to thrive. When you take accountability and step into your power, Spirit will provide you with the support required and needed for your soul to thrive. It will supply you with the support to help you overcome obstacles. I'm taking accountability and stepping into my power. What the other one say? You've taken back your power. Now I'm withering. Okay? You control your narrative. You control your emotions. You control your vibration. Searched all over. Couldn't find nobody. You're finding yourself. I searched high and low. Tried to look at all outside of you to find validation and find someone to make you feel good. Still couldn't find nobody. But there's nobody greater than you in your own life. Nobody greater. Nobody has, we all have the same capabilities. You know what I'm saying? No one is better or worse than the next. We can all fall. There's nobody greater. There's no name higher than your own name in your life. You're worthy of praise. Know thyself. Look at that. So that you can cultivate peace. You've searched all over, but you found that your power is within you. And then you find in that power of controlling your emotions, walking in love, affirming the things that you want, staying in high vibration, you're noticing that you can manifest your desires and your dreams. You can manifest peace. You can manifest an abundance mindset. And eventually, that's going to attract to you abundance. It's going to attract to you a holiday. It says good news is heading your way. Abundance is coming to you in many forms, allowing you to take that vacation, to really truly enjoy life, to embrace that Oshun energy. It said it's time to get on that holiday that you've been dreaming about. Live life. When you are not in low vibrational energy, you can truly live life. You're not surrounded by distractions. Look at that. Your spiritual team is so strong now. Nothing is working. They doing the same old tricks. They're just switching it up. But the thing is, our spirit, we have grown so much spiritually that the growth that we've done here in the 3D is strengthening our spirit team. And so our spiritual team is growing and strengthening just like we are. And it is so strong now that nothing that they do is working. Here you go, that let go of known worlds card again and reach for the unfamiliar. It's liberating and unsettling, but it is meant to be. You may not know what it means, what life is like to live in abundance, but it's coming. It's coming. So we need to affirm that we're worthy of it. We need to confirm and affirm that we're worthy of the sweetness in life, the love in life, the final things in life. We are worthy to be confident and to walk in healing. Look at that. The Yeshi Togo card 333 is so guile. I don't know. But 333 is expansion. And this Yeshi card is about, even though there's no evidence of abundance around you. You may be putting in all this work towards this goal or this dream, and it doesn't seem like it's manifesting, but this is saying that things are moving in the background. Keep going. Keep walking in love. Even though it may not feel like it's yielding the results you want, it is. It is. Inner child triggered. You may feel like, walking in love is like it's powerless. But it's not. The inner child is triggered when it feels unheard, when it feels like its voice isn't heard and it's not being treated fairly, like they're powerless. But this Yeshi Sogal card saying you're not powerless. You're so powerful. More powerful than you could ever believe or could ever think or could ever fathom. Children are really very powerful spiritually. They're really connected. But, things in our childhood pushed us away from that connection. But in us healing, since it's coming out underneath the healing confidence, as we heal that inner child that's triggered and give it that confidence, it's just, we're going to be expanding our lives to truly be able to live it fully in our birthright, recognition. We're about to receive the recognition from the work that you've been putting in. You're about to receive that recognition because you're an earth angel. You're here to help humanity, to heal. So be confident in the work that you do spiritually. Be confident and have faith when you write your petitions, and know that the spirit realm is going to fight on your behalf, and they will transmute this darkness into light. so that you can walk in love and really feel the sweetness that it is to be alive at such a time as this. It's a powerful time to be alive because things are shifting. Paradigms are shifting. So hold on to the light. Light chases away darkness. Be that alchemist and transmute the darkness into light. Know that no matter how bad it is, put your mind frame in the mind frame of transmutation. Because as bad as things are, that means that's how much more powerful you is about to grow. How much stronger your faith is about to get. If the devil knew had any wisdom, they would not fuck with you. Because they're doing nothing but making you more powerful. If he has any wisdom, he would sit his ass the fuck down and leave you alone. But if they want to keep playing, spirits say they can do that. It's just going to make you more powerful. Better stop fucking with you. Spiritual folks, melanated folks, they'll do better with stopping fucking with you, with us. Abundance mentality. Let's get out of this lack mentality. Family. Let's not be ruled by our emotions. Let's be still, gather ourselves, write out our petitions, release it over to spirit so that we can walk into this beautiful new reality that is opening for us. Space, none but space and opportunity. This passion card says passion isn't confined to just sexual energy. Life is meant to be felt. Don't hold back. It's time for us to really feel the passion of love and of sweetness. To be our true and authentic selves and to really step into our power with integrity and with grace. All right, I hope that helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I hope it resonated. I hope you guys got something from the reading. I love you all, and until next time, peace.